Okay, we lost connection. Haven't done a lot of lives lately. So we want to give just a really, really quick update, but then you've got to see this place that we have landed in. It is amazing, and the way we were was really crazy.
It is completely posh.
Speak up a little. We don't have the mic going.
Oh, I was saying that the place is extremely posh.
Yes, more than we ever do. So, we spent 3 months in Upper Senegal. If you know the anatomy, or not the anatomy, the geography of Senegal, you know that it's kind of shaped like this. Then you have the Gambia sticking through here, and we went to the Gambia for like 2 months. And we were originally just going to stay a few weeks.
Right.
But then we found a really great place that we could work, and it was inexpensive, and it was wonderful, so we stayed longer.
Yes.
And then we came down here to southern Senegal.
Great omelets.
Has great omelets, yes. Blue residence in the Gambia, great omelets, excellent price, wonderful manager, Annika. So you should definitely, if you're in the Gambia, definitely go there.
Yes.
It's in the New Bacal neighborhood.
Yes.
Okay. But then we came down to southern Senegal, and we were going to get our visa for Guinea-Bissau because we were going to go through all the countries on the coast. And I started looking at all the things there are to do in those countries along the coast, and a lot of them were
Nothing.
a little more rugged than we were ready for. And Tim's eyes, from the time we originally planned this trip to now, his eyes have taken a downturn.
Yes. Also called the double.
Yes. So some of the things we might have been able to do before were a little iffier now.
Yeah, just like walking through the through the
Entertain
rooms.
for a minute. I'm going to close this window.
Okay. Yeah, walking through rooms, not running into walls, that sort of thing. You know.
There's a market right outside there. So yeah, his eyes got worse. And also some of the visas were really, really expensive. So
They're
to go
ridiculously expensive.
Liberia, we're looking at you. The visa for U.S. citizens at $160 each is crazy.
Insane.
And for the amount of things we would be able to do and the amount of difficulty of travel, we decided not to hit all those countries.
There are a lot of rocks to run into.
Yeah. So we have changed our plan a little bit. We are going to go from here to back into the Gambia so we can fly out of Banjul because
And get an omelet.
Yes, and get some omelets at Blue Residence.
Decent omelet.
And but that's because it was the best flight is out of there. And we're going to jump to Sierra Leone, where we're going to go looking for pygmy hippos, and we're going to get our visa for Ghana, hopefully, with no trouble. And then we are going to jump to Ghana, and we are going to consider settling there for about a year. We're going to try out living there, right?
Yes.
But now about the story about how we got here.
Oh yeah. Now that's a tale.
Yeah.
That's
First,
a tale worth telling.
we are in a town called Ziguinchor. It's the capital of the southern region of Senegal. And forgive me, we have the air conditioning on, but I'm sweating.
Oh, it's hot back here.
Yeah, but so we spent 2 weeks here when we first got here because we thought we were going to need to do the visa for Guinea-Bissau and take care of some other business like fill up on medicines because the Gambia is wonderful in lots of ways, but their medical system is awful. We had to get him some insulin like on the last day or two that we were there, and I had to run around town just to buy one thing of insulin.
That's because they only had in the whole country one thing of insulin.
Yeah. So we knew we were going to have to restock, and so we planned some time. And then when we changed our plan, we didn't need all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But then we went out to Le Bolong, which is near a town called Essouye. And Le Bolong is everything's sort of resort-like here, where it's all self-contained. There's not a lot of like a hotel on a strip with a bunch of things.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it's self-contained.
Yes.
But there we got to do a nice river cruise, and we went out to an island, and we went through the mangroves, and that was all fun.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, mangroves. Woohoo.
We've seen a lot of mangroves. But no, it was a fun ride. It was a fun day. And then on our last day there, we got to tell them about the pottery. There's 2 steps to this pottery tale.
Yeah.
but the village is known for the women who make the pottery.
Yes, very good pottery.
Yes, and we went and this woman gave us a full demonstration, all the steps. I did ceramics in college, and so it was fun seeing it done this way. And they actually they make the piece and then they let it dry some, and then they put stuff on top of it and just burn it and fire it individually right on the spot in like its own little campfire. And then what's really cool is for the glaze, it's a different kind of, it's almost a dye, and they make it out of like nuts and that sort of thing. They soak the nuts in water and then they add that to the slip. And this is the cool part, because this is what it looks like. This starts out looking a lot lighter. We'll do a whole video on this little demonstration because it was really cool. But then she just bakes it in the sun for a few hours and it comes out dark. It was all light when it started.
Yeah, it's like nuts. And think of it.
Nuts or nutshells, I think.
Oh.
But either way, maybe
Because I was
both.
gonna say, if they were nuts, you could possibly make them out of donuts.
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't think donuts will produce this good of a color.
Yeah, you're
But-
right, but they're tasty.
But so this is one of the cups she made. And the thing is, she didn't have these made already.
Yeah.
They were ready to dye, but when we were there, she didn't have any this size. And we wanted them this size because I'm going to go back and I'm going to have them put Cafe Tuba, my favorite tuba coffee that I always talk about,
Oh, yeah.
and fill up the
Fill her
cup.
up, Mac.
It's like, that's going to be like 3 things of Cafe Tuba.
Yeah.
But see, look, it looks all nice inside.
Yeah.
And as I say, it just dries beautifully.
Yeah.
But so she
Even
made
a blind
these.
guy could see it. It's
And then-
textured.
And then we were supposed to go to this town further in, or we did go to this town further in called Ellenkeen. And it's a fishing village, we knew that. And we went to this place, and the lady that runs the place is nice.
Yes.
And she was going to teach me how to batik and this, that, and the other thing. She did batik. We were going to take a little trip out to another island. It was going to be a nice 4 or 5 days to stay there. And she was going to make a shirt for me out of what I batiked. And thing is, the accommodations were less than, I mean, we're not bougie. Despite the hotel room we're about to show you, we are not bougie. We are fine with just a comfortable bed, a decent bathroom, etc.
Yep.
But this was not so good.
Well, it would have helped if they had proper toilet seats.
Yeah. No
Proper
proper toilet really at all. No running water, no sink, no somewhere to wash your hands. The foam that they used for mattresses was kind of old and smelling.
Yeah.
Fresh sheets on it. She put fresh sheets on it, but
Yeah.
he can't get rid of that. And it was dark. He fell the first night.
Yeah.
He stumbled and fell and hit his head.
And I wasn't in love for this new place.
Yeah. So as I say, it was sort of a catch-22. We wanted to do the stuff there, and she was nice, but it just it was too subpar for us, for our abilities. If you're really rough and tumble and you're used to camping, it might be okay.
If you brought all your gear.
Yeah. But and then there were no screens or anything on the windows, so mosquitoes could come and go freely.
Yeah.
And the
they
mosquito
did
net
too.
looked like it hadn't been unfurled. Like if we had unfurled it, it would have just been a pile of dust.
Or the mosquitoes.
Yeah.
The
So
mosquitoes go to die.
So the next day we explained to her we couldn't stay, and we had called our driver the night before, the driver who had taken us down there, but it turned out he couldn't get the car because he shares ownership of the car or shares usage of the car.
Something.
So this was the funny part. Well, it wasn't funny at the time.
It wasn't funny. It seemed like the whole thing was going downhill.
Yeah.
At an accelerated rate.
By the time we found out he couldn't get the car, all the buses that went to that town, Masuye, all the buses, the shared buses that we could have gotten on were gone. They were gone by 10 a.m. And our driver couldn't come get us. And so eventually we ended up buying out one of the minivans and taking that all the way back here to Zig.
Right.
Because we had just said, you know what, we're kind of done with this part of things, and we're going back up to the Gambia to go, and we just figured out it was the easier route. But there were 2 complications with that. Is one, we didn't have a hotel room, and the place we wanted to stay was booked up. I called them at like 7 o'clock in the morning yesterday, and they were booked up. And he said, call back at noon and see if anyone's checked out. And then also, we had to get our pottery. The
Yes.
plan was to have our driver swing back by and pick up the pottery. Well, two things happened. As we're leaving, as we're in the van on the way back
By the way,
to Zig and Zor.
this was a nice, this van had nice upholstery.
Yes, for once the van was in good shape, and it didn't rattle over every bump.
Yeah, true.
Zig and Zor are the same thing, by the way. Everyone calls them the same. But, so, there was conversation between our driver from the day before and the new driver. And I thought it was about stopping in and picking up the things. But then I looked at the map, and we had like 10 or 15 minutes past that little village that had our pottery. So I said, okay, well, we're just gonna have to find a way to get it to us later. We figured it out. And then all of a sudden, first there was a conversation on the road at a sort of stop point where a full minivan stopped and talked to our minivan driver. Not sure exactly, don't know exactly what happened, but then like 10 minutes later, the driver who had taken us, who couldn't come get us with the car, showed up, and he was on the side of the road waiting for us to pass by. He handed us off the mugs. And we said fond farewells because he was a nice guy.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, and also this also went down with the help of the I'm going to say manager, sort of.
Oh, yeah.
At Les Belong.
Yeah.
She was, if not the manager or coordinator type
Right.
person, she was helping make that happen too.
Yeah.
So they were all working
She was really
together to get us our pottery.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so that was really sweet. That was absolutely awesome. And that's when things started to turn around.
So, getting our pottery was a hairy situation.
Oh.
So it was a hairy pottery.
And somewhere in that ride, we also got on the phone with this hotel, and I told them basically just any room. It's one of the nicer hotels in Zig. They have a range of prices.
Yes.
We were of course hoping for the most budget-friendly range.
Yeah. Good luck.
But at that last minute notice, we were willing to take anything they had.
Yeah, pretty much.
We'd sort of seen some of the other places, and we were tired, we were hot, we were sweaty, we were achy.
Yeah.
We'd been up half the night swatting mosquitoes and thinking things through and all that stuff. So we just needed somewhere comfortable, even if it was just for a night or two. Well, we've landed here, and this is Le Perroquet, which is the parrot, and it is.
Hey, that's perfect.
What?
The parrot.
The parrot?
Yes.
Why?
Well, you put a keat on the end of it, and you have my favorite bird.
Ah, Perroquet?
Yes.
Almost.
I'm just reaching for connections.
But we ended up in the VIP room, just because that was all they had, and we figured out cost factors, this, that, or the other thing, and the comfort here, and we're gonna relax and enjoy it for a few days.
Yes. But you gotta see this room.
Yeah, you gotta see this.
This is not, you think this is just the room?
This is the sitting room.
This is the sitting room.
Oh, there's my turnaround. Okay, I'll show you the outside. Outside here, the window is a nice little market that we haven't visited yet.
Yes.
And we're still in Zig, so I know where everything is in the town, so that's gonna actually make it easy.
Yeah.
And then this is our sitting room. Tim,
Yeah.
smile and wave. So we actually have a little sitting room with a second desk, because there's a desk in the other room, and a refrigerator.
Yes. Ooh, fridge.
And then, okay, anyone who budget travels, hold on, let me flip it. There we go. Anyone who budget travels knows that usually when you budget travel, the place where you sacrifice is the bathroom.
Yes.
So,
My word, that is a great bathroom.
yeah, wait till you see this bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah, show them all the things.
Okay, so we've got the mirror, but look,
Oh, yeah.
it's got the touch light.
Yeah.
I mean, this looks all bougie, and it is all bougie. It's far bougier than we ever do. And we've got a nice sink. We have got hot water. Even every place we have stayed down here in southern Senegal, there's been no hot water. Even when they've had good running water, they have no hot water. And you come over here, nice mounted toilet, not rocking around anywhere. And then we have a real shower. A real shower with its own separate space. And that is gorgeous.
Place to put the soap.
Yeah, and a place to put the soap. So that is like the most comfortable bathroom you will find. I mean, you can get posher bathrooms, but when you're budget traveling, that is awesome.
Yeah.
And so then we have the bedroom.
Oh, yeah.
And look at this. We've got the nice air conditioner going on. And you can see it's plenty big. It's a nice size.
That TV.
Oh, yeah. All the stations are in French, but we do have a big screen TV. And I can hook my computer up to it and play stuff from my computer. And so we've got another desk in here, little table. And, you know, and when you budget travel, a room like this is just luxurious, you know, is just absolutely luxurious. And you might wonder, how much crazy amount of money are we spending? So see, that's all the way in there where Tim is. Tim, wave again. Okay.
Hey.
And there's a restaurant on site, so we can eat anytime we want, or we can go out, whatever we want to do.
Yes.
And we're enough in the city center so that if we want to go out, it's easy. And as I say, we've already spent 2 weeks here, so we know where everything is.
Right.
And
Well, not here, but here.
here, yeah, nearby. I've walked in the area before.
Right.
When our first 2 weeks here, I was walking all the time, and it was hot.
Yeah.
It's hot right now. We're in a heat wave, kind of.
Yes. But we have an air conditioner.
But no, usually, as I say, usually we try to keep our hotel rooms $30 a night and under. The one in Blue Residence is on average $20 and under, and she puts out a great, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
that's with the room with the private bathroom at Blue Residence, and you
Right.
get a breakfast with an omelet and
Yeah.
all you can eat, and
she actually upgraded her bathroom, our shower for us.
yeah,
She
they added handicap
handicap
handles
rails. Yeah.
when Tim got there, so that was really sweet.
Yeah.
But usually you don't find a
We
budget
thought I
like
fell in
that.
that one too.
Yeah. He has a history of occasional misjudgments or falls.
I
Sometimes
put
it's his
the
eyes.
hazard in team hazard.
Yes. And no, but usually we try to keep our hotel rooms $30 a night or less. And we generally eat very modestly, you know, local food, that sort of thing. But some places and sometimes you just got to splurge.
Yeah.
So to tell you this room, I'm telling you this in comparison to what usual US and I presume European prices run. The room alone, not counting food or anything, is $57 a night
Right.
US. And that's not bad.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, when you compare it to prices of
but it-
hotels in
it'd do
the
better.
yeah. You know, so we're splurging a little for a few nights just so we can get comfortable, relax, and get our energy back. But that's what we're doing. So,
Yes.
you know, in about a week, we're going to go back to the Gambia, if not a smidge sooner. But and we're going to stay there for about a week. Then we're going to head off to Sierra Leone, looking for pygmy hippos, as amongst other adventures. And then we're going to go to Ghana, and you're going to be able to see it up close and personal as we navigate learning to live there rather than just visiting.
Yes.
We're going to live there for a year and see how it goes and see if we want to establish a base there. Doesn't mean we won't travel. We can still, from Ghana, we can either travel around in Ghana and or pop over to like Cote d'Ivoire or Benin and Togo, you know. We can still travel plenty.
Everything's about an hour distance.
Yeah, everything's pretty close over there. So we'll still be traveling, but we might actually establish a base this time around.
Yeah.
So that has been our adventures over the last few months, but also the last week or two. What are
Right.
you're leading in.
I'm leading in
Yes.
because we're getting ready to do our exit.
Oh, we're about to exit. Of course, now everyone's going to sign off.
Oh no, don't sign off yet.
Well, we could let them go.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Fine.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Yes.
There will be more videos coming out. We're going to
Yes.
do one, as I say, on the whole pottery thing. We got videos for everything. It's just
Right.
editing takes time.
So, all you Harry Potterers, you stay with us.
And we will see you next time.
Yes.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.